Every second of your life feels exactly the same. 1 minute lasts 60 seconds. 1 hour passes exactly as it should. Time seems like the one thing in the universe that's constant, predictable, absolute. But science has uncovered something extraordinary. Astronauts return from space having aged differently than the rest of us. Clocks placed just a few centimeters higher can tick at different speeds. And under the right conditions, even something as simple as freezing water refuses to follow the rules. What if time isn't the steady force we believe it to be, but one of the strangest mysteries we've ever discovered? Welcome back to Secrets Beyond. For thousands of years, humanity treated time as an invisible river, flowing steadily, never changing, carrying everything forward at the same pace. It was the one certainty we rarely questioned. Then came a series of discoveries that completely transformed our understanding of reality. In this episode, we'll explore 7 remarkable phenomena that reveal time is far stranger than it appears. From ancient machines that tracked the heavens with astonishing precision, to experiments proving that gravity can actually change the flow of time itself. Each discovery challenges what we think we know about the universe. Because sometimes, the greatest mystery isn't hidden in space. It's happening every second around us. Number 7. The Mpemba Effect. Imagine placing 2 identical containers of water into a freezer. One is cold, the other is hot. Logic says the cold water should freeze first, yet under certain conditions, the opposite has been observed. Known as the Mpemba Effect, this surprising phenomenon has puzzled scientists for decades. While several explanations have been proposed, including evaporation, convection, dissolved gases, and the formation of ice crystals, no single theory fully explains why it happens in every situation. Even today, researchers continue studying the effect, and experiments have produced varying results depending on the conditions. It's a powerful reminder that even the passage of time during something as ordinary as freezing water doesn't always unfold the way we expect. Sometimes, reality ignores our intuition, and that's where science becomes truly fascinating. Number 6. Missing time. Most of us trust our memories. We assume we can account for where we've been and how much time has passed. But every year, people report experiences that seem to defy that certainty. Pilots, hikers, accident survivors, and even ordinary commuters have described episodes of missing time. Periods ranging from a few minutes to several hours that they simply cannot explain. One moment, everything feels normal. The next, the clock says far more time has passed than they remember. Psychologists suggest these events may result from stress, trauma, fatigue, microsleep, or temporary disruptions in memory formation. Yet in some cases, no single explanation completely fits the circumstances. Whether caused by the mind or something we still don't fully understand, these unsettling experiences reveal just how fragile our perception of time can be. Sometimes, it's not time itself that's strange. It's the way our brains experience it. Number 5. The Long Now Clock. Deep inside a mountain in western Texas, engineers are building a clock unlike any ever created. Known as the Long Now Clock, it isn't designed to keep time for years or even centuries. It's designed to run for 10,000 years. Powered by natural temperature changes and requiring only occasional human winding, the clock is an engineering experiment and a philosophical challenge. Its creators hope it will inspire humanity to think beyond election cycles, quarterly profits, or even individual lifetimes. Imagine creating something intended to greet people living hundreds of generations from now. The Long Now Clock doesn't change the way time flows, but it changes the way we think about it. In a world obsessed with the next notification, it asks a simple question. What if we started measuring our future in millennia instead of moments. Number 4. The Antikythera Mechanism. In 1901, sponge divers exploring an ancient shipwreck off the coast of Greece recovered what appeared to be a corroded lump of bronze. At first, it seemed unremarkable, but hidden inside were dozens of intricate gears unlike anything historians thought possible for the ancient world. Known as the Antikythera Mechanism, the device was built more than 2,000 years ago and functioned as an astonishing mechanical computer. By turning a series of precisely engineered gears, it could predict eclipses, track the movements of the sun and moon, and even calculate the timing of the important astronomical events. Its complexity wouldn't be matched again for well over 1,000 years. The Antikythera Mechanism reminds us that humanity's understanding of time and the heavens may have been far more advanced than history once believed, forcing scientists to rethink what ancient civilizations were truly capable of. Number 3. Time Dilation. International Space Station. If you could spend several months aboard the International Space Station, you would return to Earth just a tiny fraction of a second younger than everyone who stayed behind. It sounds impossible, but it's a measurable consequence of time dilation, first predicted by Albert Einstein. As astronauts travel around Earth at nearly 28,000 kilometers per hour, time for them passes ever so slightly more slowly than it does for people on the ground. The difference is incredibly small, far too little to notice, but modern instruments can measure it with astonishing precision. This isn't science fiction or a thought experiment. It's a proven effect that scientists must account for in both space exploration and satellite technology. For the first time, we're forced to accept a remarkable idea. Time doesn't flow at exactly the same rate for everyone. It depends, however slightly, on how fast you're moving through the universe. Number 2. Atomic clocks. The most accurate clocks ever created don't lose a second every year, or even every million years. Atomic clocks are so incredibly precise that they can detect tiny changes in the flow of time caused by something as simple as a difference in elevation. Raise one atomic clock just a few centimeters higher than another, and over time, they will begin to tick at slightly different rates. That's because gravity subtly affects the passage of time. A prediction Einstein made over a century ago, and one that modern science has repeatedly confirmed. This precision isn't just a scientific curiosity. Systems we rely on every day, including GPS navigation, must constantly correct for these tiny differences. Without those adjustments, navigation errors would grow by several kilometers in just a single day. Atomic clocks prove that time isn't merely something we measure with extraordinary precision. It's something the universe itself allows to flow differently depending on where you are. Number 1. Einstein's theory of relativity. For centuries, humanity believed time was the one constant in the universe. A second was a second, no matter where you were or how fast you moved. It seemed as fixed as the stars themselves. Then, in 1905, Albert Einstein proposed an idea so revolutionary it changed physics forever. According to his theory of relativity, time is not absolute. It can stretch, slow down, and even pass at different rates depending on speed and gravity. The faster you travel, the more slowly time moves relative to someone at rest. The stronger the gravitational field, the more time itself begins to slow. For decades, these ideas sounded almost impossible to believe, yet experiment after experiment has confirmed them. Astronauts experience tiny differences in aging. Atomic clocks tick at different rates depending on altitude. GPS satellites must constantly correct for relativity, or navigation systems would quickly become inaccurate. Every phenomenon you've seen in this countdown, from time dilation aboard the International Space Station to the extraordinary precision of atomic clocks, points back to this single discovery. The greatest surprise isn't that time can be measured with incredible accuracy. It's that time itself is flexible. The universe doesn't carry every observer forward at exactly the same pace. And perhaps the strangest realization of all is this: time isn't something that happens equally to everyone. It's something each of us experiences a little differently. Perhaps time isn't simply something we measure. Perhaps it's one of reality's greatest mysteries, and we're only beginning to understand how extraordinary it truly is. If you enjoyed this journey beyond the ordinary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next mystery. Until next time, stay curious.